Hey guys, this will be a Gotham Knights video going over the latest and recent news. Now, I won't be going over everything in this video because there's too much to go over. So I'm going to be splitting this up into two parts. This part 1, part 2 will be released within the next week or two, as I'll mention later in this video. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button down below, turn on notifications if you do, hit the like button if you enjoy the video, and thanks for watching. Now, Gotham Knights was revealed 1 month ago, 1 month and a half ago, on August 22nd during DC Fandom. We got a nearly 5-minute trailer and almost 8 minutes of gameplay. The trailer is what you're seeing on screen, and then it'll go over to the gameplay. The trailer kicks off with everyone finding out that Bruce Wayne, the Batman, is dead. And thanks to a news release from the devs of Gotham Knights, we can now confirm Batman is not only dead, but also not a playable character in Gotham Knights at all. Which was a huge announcement. Over the course of the last month and a half, there have been tons upon tons of information about Gotham Knights revealed. For starters, the story will take longer than a weekend to complete, said by the developers, and was also confirmed you will be able to play as Batgirl, Robin, Nightwing, and Red Hood. If you couldn't figure that out from the trailer or gameplay, you know now. It will be a 2-player game. You can do single player or online co-op or local co-op. They were asked why isn't it 4-player. They said because they didn't want to make it too easy. I think was one of their reasons. And another was probably, just thinking outside the box, probably because they didn't really want to introduce that many, custom things that could happen. Because if you have 4 people in the, this type of game, stuff can end really easily. So I think that's one of the factors that went into it. The main base in this game will not be the Batcave in Wayne Manor, as a lot of people were hoping. Obviously, that's because we all thought it would be a Batman game. I'm kind of happy it's not. Which I'll be getting into in a minute. It will not be the Batcave or Wayne Manor, as said in the trailer, because it's blown up. If you don't believe me, go watch the trailer. The new base for operations in Gotham Knights will be the Belfry, which, if you don't know, is a big thing in the comics. The developers from Gotham Knights sat down for an article review to talk about tons of things. First, they talked about Gotham City, which for the first time in a very long time, we will have a living city, seeing people travel to work or a local grocery store, or who add to traffic congestion or run home from the train station. They also said there are multiple criminal factors, GCPD and Batman's Rogues Gallery, along with the Knights are having to reinvent themselves in the wake of the Bat's death. In the game, you will be able to explore with the grappling gun, grappling, and gliding if your character has a cape, like Robin and Batgirl. Now, for Red Hood and Nightwing, obviously they don't have capes, but you'll still be able to use a grappling hook to be able to get around from different buildings. But every character will be able to use the Bat Bike to help you get around the big city. Now, we know this is a big city thanks to a couple leaks before the game. And also they said, I think later in this article, that it's going to be an enormous city. The main villain of the game, or I guess main group villain of the game, will be the Court of Owls, which is amazing. We will see tons of other villains appear as well, such as Mr. Freeze, which you'll see later in this video in the gameplay trailer. And there's also been a few hints towards Poison Ivy. I'm not 100% up to date on that, that's why I'm not going over it much. I'm just saying that here because I'm really behind on Gotham Knights leaks, but there has been hints of Poison Ivy. The dev team sat down again with IGN for an interview. This was a couple days after the game was announced. They sat down for an interview talking about the combat and basically everything in Gotham Knights. They said the combat will be somewhat similar to the Arkham combat, but with its own speciality to it. It was also asked that there will be special abilities, which is sneaked in the gameplay trailer by a stamina bar in the bottom left corner of the screen, which you'll see in a couple minutes. And it is confirmed that there will be special abilities that is very unique to every character. It's also confirmed that there will be no level gaining at all in this game, and the city is fully open world from the get-go, which is amazing. I'm going to be talking a little bit more in a second. That's not what I want to read. So, I've been okay, I want to make this clear. If you couldn't tell, I've been scripting most of these videos, and I almost just read my outro. So, yeah, sorry. Cringy videos, you're welcome. So, I know a lot of people were worried, like, this is gonna be a RPG game, this is gonna be a game of service. I don't think it's either of those. And I know a lot of people don't like RPGs, whatever, deal with it. This game is way better than the Arkhamverse, in my opinion. I mean, yeah, Batman's dead. I think that was a throw-off everyone was expecting. But honestly, if WB wanted to pull this off, I think this is the right thing to do. For once in their lives, in my opinion, I think WB's doing an amazing job. And I definitely think this game's going to be amazing. It's really going to tie in, I think, to how Arkham Knights was set up. But it's like, and by set up, I don't mean story. I mean like the city and how you travel. Those two things, those two important things, are definitely going to be somehow put into Gotham Knights. So I definitely think we're going to be seeing some revelation to the Arkhamverse, but not in the story. Now, in the beginning of the trailer, obviously, like I said in the beginning of the video, we heard that Bruce Wayne died. And then everyone kind of just went into a hate spree saying that it's not a Batman game, I'm not going to play it. Well, you know how people are. If you're not on that side of things, like me and probably 20,000 other people. But yeah, I'm happy Bruce Wayne is dead in this game. I think we all know Batman's history. We all know what he's done. We all know how he's done it. It was in a good way. Whether he liked it or not, he was a good hero. But I think it's time that we finally get to see the other end of the Bat Team, which includes Batgirl, Robin, Red Hood, and Nightwing. And I think this is the best way they could have ever done it, by introducing a game where you can play as all four of these people at any time. And it's going to be a big story. It'll take you over a weekend just to beat it. Like, that's pretty crazy. Assuming you might play for 12 hours a day over the weekend, you might not still be able to beat it. It depends how good you are, I'm assuming, and it'll probably depend how long you play it. If you play it for 24 hours over the weekend, you might be able to beat it, I don't know. But 48 hours to beat a story, that's pretty crazy. But at the same time, I'm happy they're doing that because it adds more variety to it. You look at the Arkham games, I mean, if you go back to Arkham Asylum, I think someone said it took them 5 hours to beat it. Arkham Knight took, I think, about 10 hours for some people. So, and it's only got better past Arkham Asylum up to Arkham Knight, like for City and Origins. But this is a big game. And if you didn't already know that already, I don't know what you're doing. Honestly. This is the big game. And I'm very excited to see it come out in 2021. I think they said 2021. And obviously another cool thing that you're seeing throughout the gameplay here is that there's so much customization to go into it. Like, you can customize your own Batgirl. You can make kind of your own special suit with your own special abilities in it. Obviously, you know, you can't fly and have super speed, but you can have your own special gadgets in it. And that's really cool to have in a type of, like, a game connected to Batman. Because, like, for example, in the Arkham games, you really didn't get too much customization, just on really how you enter an environment. Which I love about the Arkham games. I love how you enter an environment, you can either go strategic way, or you just go reckless. And that's what I've always loved about the Arkham games. For Gotham Knights, there's still that same dynamic where you can go this strategic route, or you can go the reckless route, where you don't plan anything and just go in and you do whatever. And you probably die. If you go the strategic route, you probably go in, you think about it, and then you go and you might die. I don't know. But now there's this new dynamic for Gotham Knights where it's going to be different than everyone else. My Batgirl can be different than your Batgirl. My Robin can be different than your Robin. It can look different. It can fight different. It can feel different. And that's what I think this game really needs to boost it out of the water. Now, I'm still kind of sketchy about it. I'm sure a lot of people are. And I think we're going to be seeing more of that gameplay later on before the release. I really hope we do. I do love the game so far. It looks amazing, and it sounds amazing, honestly. So I really do hope that they keep up the good work on it. Yeah. That's everything I want to go over in this video. Like I said, I'm going to be going over more news next week, hopefully. So, yeah, that video will be out next week. Yeah. If you enjoyed, hit the like button down below, turn on notifications, hit the sub button, and, turn on notifications while you're down there as well. And, yeah. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys. As well.